is an advantage working here. I don't find that it's always a linear job, so it's just a matter.
Now here we stand and hover on the edge. We're just a drop in time. I feel like gave you every breath I had. Even forgave your crime.
feel so alive. I've never felt this way before. It must be you and I. It's got me thinking about us more. It's these bright lights, they put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights, they put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes. Bright lights, they put me in a daze, and I can't stop but think about the way that you move around up and down on that stage. It's your future vibes.
Everything changes.
Life.
I lead you through the night. Arise, arise, I'll beat your darkest side. Come by the light. I'm with you no matter what, we'll cross our path. I can't tell you where it leads us, but it's worth the fight. 'Cause you will get the wonders and all the miracles you deserve. Baby, you will see the world and you will understand why I'm in love. You will find the answers you've been asking for. Who am I? Who am I? They will treat you like a king, a lord of the heaven lights, heaven lights.
Oh shit, I don't have my webcam set up yet. Give me 1 second, boys. I'll be ready in about a min. Okay. Where is it work? Fuck. It's not even plugged in. Anyway, what's up, boys? How y'all doing today? Might not get as many people to come along today because it is a home game after all. Against a pretty decent side, actually. Barrow are certainly not to be underestimated. I will get into that in just a moment, though. Hold on. Okay. Still gotta get this to work. Hey, what's up? I brought back the nasal strip. I don't want to overdo it. But I feel like we need it today against a pretty decent Barrow side. Not to say that we're gonna win every time I wear this nasal strip, but at the very least get a draw, right? I mean, it's a decent side. I'm not gonna go as far as to say that we're not gonna win this game. I certainly think that we are capable on our day, but it is gonna be a decent task ahead of us today as Barrow 4-3-3 standard. They don't really change too much up. Neither do we, though. So they are coming out with a 4-3-3. Players to watch out for here for the side of Barrow. I'd say number one for me would have to be Ben Whitfield on that left-hand side. I think he's fairly tricky. I mean, he's not gonna, throw out a bunch of skills and whatnot and like beat a defender 1v1. He's gonna try to either beat a defender with just pace, or when he controls the ball, he'll try to take a heavy touch down the line and cross with his left foot, or take it to his right foot and cut it to the middle, take a couple touches. He is both-footed. He can use both feet. Very tricky player. You have another decent player in Sam. I forgot his last name. Fuck. Sam Foley in the center mid position. He's pretty much not the engine of the team per se, but he is a tried and true center midfielder. He gets stuck into challenges, and I think he averages I want to say. I have his stats pulled up here. He averages a good 4 or 5 assists per season as well. He's got good vision and can get stuck in a challenge defensively too. Also, you got Robbie Gottson. That's another center mid for them, but he likes to get up and down the pitch a little bit more, kind of a box-to-box midfielder. And when he does get on the attacking end, he is pretty tricky. He is pretty quick. I don't know too much about Josh Gordon. I couldn't find highlights on him because when I tried to look him up, I found a Josh Gordon, American football player. I found highlights for him, but I couldn't find highlights for Josh Gordon. But he is currently how many goals? I don't even know. But from a couple of highlights I saw, he was pretty quick as well. I mean, they've got several quick, tricky players. And then starting up top for them is what's his name? Billy Waters. Yeah, Billy Waters. Not a target man by any means. I mean, he's only 5'7"? No, 5'9". But Barrow are very much going to try to get around our defense on the ground. They're very much going to try to pass it around, and once again, the final third, just for the most part, I would expect them to cross it down the line, cross it down the penalty area or inside the penalty area. They're very much going to try to get around us with some tricky play. That being said, though, let's talk a little bit about AFC Wimgledon's lineup. I mean, not really changed. Fairly standard here. 3-5-2 with Marsh, Magoma, and Chislett as the center mids. Of course, you'd expect Chislett to get up into the final third a lot more often and try to play more of an attacking mid type role. I mean, everything's pretty much standard here. I'm going to say that Nightingale has a very, very tough challenge ahead of him today going up against Ben Whitfield. Like I said, I think he's going to be the player to watch today here for Barrow. And Gunter as well, obviously, on that right-hand side alongside Nightingale playing right center back. I'm a little bit concerned about that Gunter Whitfield matchup. I hope that doesn't turn out to be one of our undoings today, but we'll see. Davison and Young Coombs up top, pretty standard. They've shown plenty of chemistry this season today. What am I saying? I just woke up, guys. Well, not just, but you get the idea. That's a pretty decent striking duo. They've shown plenty of chemistry this season. And hopefully they will continue that momentum going into this one. As they do have a pretty decent back four, Barrow, as well. Only 6 goals conceded so far in the season. And we'll see what happens going forward. They do have 4 wins out of 5. And we shall see. Gonna pull up the iFollow. And we'll be ready to get rocking, ladies and gents. Any final words about he who yeah. Good riddance. That's all I have to say. Good riddance. Okay, we already started. Okay. Sometimes we start like 30 seconds after the kickoff, but there we go. We are starting right on cue here.
Into the Dons half.
It sucks, man. It really does. I feel like he would have been a very good player for us in League 2, but, you know, a bit petulant he was dealing with it, and I certainly think it's a bit odd as well that he wants to play for Bristol Rovers, who is a relegation. I mean, he played for them before, to be fair, so it's kind of a homecoming for him. But they are a League 1 relegation candidate, so anyway, we'll see. We'll see how he does there. I hope the best for him. I'm not very much the type of person to hold grudges or anything of the sort, but didn't really like how he handled the situation.
Very formative at stages. Now Brown will go for the lofted pass high and forward. Warren's there ahead of Chislett. Out it goes, throw into the Dons and on their left-hand side.
Oh, sorry, the commentary might have been a bit overpowering. Summary of what I just said. I said good riddance. I don't want to have too much of a grudge against him, though, but the way he handled the situation was kind of poor. He was a little bit petulant. And to each his own, he's going to Bristol Rovers, which is a League 1 relegation candidate. It is a homecoming after all, but good luck to him. Anyway, free kick here after a throw in here from Lee Brown came in. I didn't see exactly what happened. NYC ended up drawing the foul after he was trying to hold it up. Dons are fucking massive. Why isn't my score thing showing up? There we go. Brown can. Oh, that's a good free kick. Oof. Pierce won the header, but it went back post to nobody in particular, unfortunately. Yeah, NYC just overran it. He was looking to make that back post run. That's something I like about NYC, though. He always knows just when to find that back post run, or he just knows when to time his runs. That time, though, timed it a little bit too early and overran it. But he's very much the type of player to really try to nick out a opportunity. Anyway, I thought the timer was working. Apparently not. Is that George on commentary? My man George from 9 Years Podcast finding his way on the commentary. Unfortunately, I will be switching to Barrow commentary, though, so I can get a little bit more of a perspective on them. Hey, Jaggy, did you bump your nose? I did not. Actually, it's a breathing strip. I decided to wear it last stream, and it's a good luck charm. I don't want to jinx it, though. I don't want to throw it out every single stream, but I feel like we needed it today against Barrow. But it is a nasal strip. Yeah, it helps me breathe better through my nose. I wear it overnight, and I decided to keep it for the stream once again, as it is a good luck charm. Chisholm getting caught in possession there. They're trying to knock it around, but thankfully AFC will then come away with it. Not the best clearance from Zanev. First time back pass, and he tried to clear it. But Barrow get it back in their own half, thankfully. NYC putting on the pressure there. Yeah, just knocking it around their back line here. They knock it forward. Pierce wins it. Expect Pierce to be an ever-looming presence in the air as usual, as Barrow are not the tallest side in the world, but they're knocking it around here. On the left-hand side now is Whitfield. He's going to be dangerous. I looked at him as the man to watch for Barrow. Come on, Chiz, get it clear. There we go. Yeah, nothing on that one as AFC will initially win the header and then Chislett clears. Magoma gets stuck in a challenge there, and now we can advance. Come on, Curry. Tries to put it in the box, but unfortunately didn't take a look. Didn't take a look to see who was in the box before he put it in, and just a couple yards ahead of Davison, as he wasn't able to get there, and keeper collected anyway. But that's a good positive attack there from Wimbledon. I'm not going to say positive start, as Barrow have really been controlling the first 4 minutes, but already several games have already had the deadlock broken. Okay, I'm rewinding here, but we're in trouble, guys. We're in trouble right now. I'm rewinding, though, just to see exactly what happens. Zanev rolls it out to Nightingale. Nightingale tries... Yeah, that's a poor pass. Try to get it out wide there to Brown, and now on the attack here, Barrow. Okay. Just a weak shot there from Josh Gordon as he tried to cut inside. Yeah, Nightingale tried to get out wide to Brown, but the pass wasn't... He didn't get it out wide far enough, and immediately it was Gotts, I think, that intercepted that. Yeah. The center mid, Gotts, was able to come away with it. Thankfully, nothing happened there. Still 10 seconds behind. I'll try to find a way to recover. Lee Brown wins the head over Waters, and Jack Curry wins a 60-40 challenge, draws a foul. I'm going to try to spectate this game a little bit more. The commentary seems pretty decent. So I'll let them do a little bit of the work here. Nicely done by Josh Davison to hold it up there. Ooh, Davison wins the knockdown. What can you do, NYC? He's holding it up. Plays it out wide here. Come on, Gunter. Put it in the box. Yes? Oof. Slight deflection. Keeper collects. That was good positive play, though. Josh Davison winning the header. He's down, though. He's clutching his head. Nicely done by Davison. Yeah, he's still down, though. Getting some treatment. I'm trying to see who was trying to challenge that header there. Yeah, that was Canavan who tried to challenge Davison there, but was a little bit late there. I thought maybe he could have won it over Davison, but he like was holding back and trying to time when to attack it, and he attacked it like a half second too late and just pretty much clashed heads with Davison as he tried to go for it. But it was a good knockdown there from Davison. Davison, I keep switching alternating between the two pronunciations, but I mean, I would imagine that either pronunciation would be correct. I was gonna say excuse me, but yeah, pardon me. I was gonna say I've been hanging out with a friend lately that like anytime she burps, I'm like, oh, that was an 8 out of 10. That was a 9 out of 10. So I'm used to slightly. Hold on. I'm used to intentionally poor manners. Oh shit! Ben Whitfield just let the ball roll. That was a good attack there from Barrow, and it's 1-0 here as Bruff played the ball over to Whitfield, and then Whitfield just let the ball roll ahead of his body. Nightingale took the bait a little bit. He tried to follow Whitfield, and Whitfield just kind of turned away from him. And yeah, it was a good cross down the 6-yard box there. A little bit, it was like chest height, and it went ahead of Pearson. Easy knock in there for Josh Gordon, I think it was. Just good play overall there from Barrow. Yeah, Nightingale just not able to recover there. Not the paciest defender in the world there, not able to recover. And yeah, I can't blame Alex Pierce there either. He tries to stand his ground, but unfortunately, as soon as he did, that ball was played ahead of him, and yeah, easy tap in there for Josh Gordon. Unfortunately, Barrow 1-0. Yeah. Fuck, man. That's gonna be 11 minutes into the game. Fuck, man. That was just good build-up play there from Barrow. Didn't need to string too many passes together. Just quick ball over to Whitfield. Whitfield using his wit and his pace to get by Nightingale. Letting the ball roll. Good cross. The man to watch here has certainly contributed to that goal. Yeah, his clearance was a little bit wayward there. As well, I mean, to be fair, Whitfield put the press on immediately, and Zanev did well to get the clearance away from Whitfield, but didn't get it cleared far enough, I'd say. Yeah, Barrow looked to me like they have good defensive shape here. Ooh. Nicely done there by Magoma to get out of pressure there. Beautifully done. Ooh, Curry lays it off. Plenty of space for Chisley. He has so much space. Take it forward, Chiz. Come on. Oh! Good build-up play there from AFC Wimbledon. Started by Paris Magoma. They were trying to play out of the back, AFC Wimbledon. Nick Zana played it straight forward ahead to Chislett, and Chislett just kind of one-time square ball over to Magoma. Magoma was pressed by 3 people, and he kind of got past all of them. Chislett, as soon as he made that pass, kept running forward. And then Curry just kind of played an overlap to Chislett. Chislett, I thought he could have gone forward, that he had plenty of space, took it to his right foot instead. Almost got dispossessed in the end by Foley, but he ended up getting that cross off in the end. And, all right, corner here, yep. Yeah, anyway, that cross that came with Chislett's left foot. Yeah, the outside back just cleared his lines after Gunter looked to me like he was on that back post. I thought Chislett should have taken it down the line himself, like first time with his left foot. He cut it to his right, then to his left, almost got dispossessed. Ooh, counter-attacking opportunity here for Barrow after the corner. Oh, thank God. They tried to play a through ball there to Robbie Gotts. A 1-2 between Gotts and Gordon there. Didn't pan out. I'm trying to look back to see. That was really good recovery there by George Marsh. Great effort. Kept sprinting all the way back to prevent Barrow from trying to play Gordon through on goal there, like first time. Yeah, that long ball after the or the mid ball, I should say. It wasn't a long ball, but after the corner kick was played to Gotts. Gotts was running down the wing. Could have easily played it over to Gordon, but George Marsh was there covering the entire time. Fair play there to George Marsh. Ah. Oh, damn. Harrogate are in shambles. Why are we letting their outside back run freely? Okay. That was a poor pass. NYC dropping really deep here. NYC hasn't had too much of a say so far in this game. We've only had 2 real dangerous opportunities. Not any real chances, but decent final third play. One with a Davison knockdown, and one with Chislett eventually being played through. AFC Wimgledon just knocking around their back four here. Yeah. Crowd kind of getting into their heads a little bit, trying to get them to go forward. Long ball from Pierce. Curry's forward. Too far ahead of him, though. That pass is just too far ahead of him. Shit. Not the best support here from Barrow, but to be fair, quite the distance that they have to travel to get here. But yeah, the support is only I want to say maybe 150 total. Yeah, Barrow losing possession there after Gordon tried to play Waters through immediately after receiving the throw-in, but the run wasn't timed well there. Oh, nice flick on. NYC on the left side tries to nutmeg his defender, but nothing doing there. Poor clearance there. Chislett on the ball now. Good cross. Who's on the back post? Gunter. Gunter didn't get there in time as the ball was it was an in-swinger, just got away from him there. There we go. Nice work there from Chisley. A couple step overs, put it to his right foot. Decent cross, just slightly ahead of Gunter, unfortunately. Maybe Gunter not pacey enough there to get there. Yeah, McClellan had his back. His chest was facing the byline, and he thought nobody was there on the wide area. He just tried to clear it on the ground, and Chisley was there immediately. Usually you want to try to get it in the air if you're going to clear your lines. Anyway, Wimbledon here with the throw. Ooh, Davison on the knockdown here. Can NYC get there? No. Center back got there just before him. Oh. Foley going forward here. George Marsh tried to play a first-time ball. Fuck. Barrow have the second opportunity here. It was a lot to unpack in that particular attack. I mean, Foley just, shrugging off a couple of Wimbledon challenges. Played it forward there to Gotts. It was good work there by Curry to intercept a final third pass there. Through ball pretty much intended for Waters. Just got a half clearance off. George Marsh tried to play it square to Magoma off. Try to pick it off the air. Play a square ball to Magoma. Under pressure there, not the best idea, and then they gave him a second chance. Anyway, nothing came of that free kick as it was easily headed away off the near post. Keeper clears his lines. Nightingale wins it in the air, but it stuck. And now Barrow are in possession again. He won it, but then the ball was kind of straight up in the air, and Barrow win possession back. It bounced off the shoulder of Waters there, and they recover. Now they're on the right-hand side. Nicely done by Lee Brown to put the pressure on. They play it back, though. And now through ball. Barrow are doing a good job of getting in and out of the final third whenever they're under pressure. They play it back up to the center mids, then back into the final third. We're pinned really deep here. Barrow are having all numbers in the final third now. Good shape here by Wimbledon. Unfortunately, we get undone by a through ball. I was going to say good shape, but then we get undone by a through ball on the left-hand side there. Thankfully, the cross is blocked. Yeah, it was played in between Gunter and Nightingale there, but Nightingale does a good job of recovering there and blocking the cross. I gotta say, this Robbie Gotts lad is pretty decent. Oof. Yeah, near post run there intended, made by Josh Gordon, headed over, thankfully, as Jack Curry tried to recover and mark him. But I gotta say, that, this Robbie Gotts lad, pretty decent center mid. I gotta say, like, he drops deep sometimes to try to win it, and he's got good pace on the ball. And has good vision too. Like, he received a pass, took a quick touch to his left, and played like a kind of incisive through ball there, intended for Whitfield, and the cross was blocked there before the corner. What? I'm sorry, what? Man City in shambles, what the fuck? Oh shit! 2-0 Crystal Palace ahead of Man City right now. What the fuck? Also, I'm seeing Liverpool 2. Oh yeah, Bournemouth are shit. I'm not surprised. I thought Liverpool were gonna be in like a crisis mode, but they're 2-0 up over Bournemouth. Finally getting their shit together. And Man United also getting a clutch win over Southampton. They are very much now finally on track to have a somewhat decent season after a really poor start, needless to say. Other than that, nothing really else to talk about in the Prem. Jack Curry there, nicely done from him to receive a pass from Lee. It was a heavy pass from Lee Brown. Good first touch to get it under control. And throw in one by AFC Wimbledon here. He received it off the throw in, and unfortunately the pass just... He tried to take a touch, went behind him, and out for a throw in again here for Barrow this time. Ooh, Chisholm getting stuck in a challenge. Here we go. NYC under challenge. Takes a shot on. Josh Davison was inches away from making it 1-1. Josh Davison took a shot on, fell perfectly to Davison on the left-hand side. And he decided to take the shot on. I thought he was going to put the ball into the box. He was opening his body up. One of the defenders tried to get stuck in. I shouldn't say inches away, but it was a shot, but it rolled out a few yards wide, and somebody almost got his foot to it. It was Chislett that almost got his foot to it there at top of the 6. Almost got that redirect onto goal. That was close. Josh Davison has been a positive influence so far in this game, winning a couple headers and almost contributing to that goal, even though it was a shot, really, not a cross. Gotta say, AFC Wimbledon, even though they've been pinned back in these first 20 minutes or so, these last 5 minutes they've looked a little bit more positive. Magoma knocking it forward. Decent ball over intended for Gunter, but well defended there by Bruff. Nightingale wins the header there. Both teams winning some headers, knocking it forward and back amongst their final thirds. But Barrow are in possession now. Come on, you Barrow. Yeah, you guys are playing pretty well so far. Don't mind me, I am American, so I'm pronouncing stuff differently. Barrow. Barrow are playing pretty well so far. You guys are a good side overall. I mean, 4-3-3. You guys got a decent back four, good front three. I was talking about how Whitfield was the man to watch here, I'd say, for Barrow, and he was the one that actually contributed to the goal. He put a good cross into the box thereafter. He actually beat one of our center backs, kind of dumbfounded him, pretended like he was going to receive the ball, kind of let the ball roll ahead of him, and took a touch. Good cross there from Whitfield. But not the best clearance there from Lee Brown. They're in possession again, Barrow. But they play it all the way back to their center backs. Every now and again you see Barrow playing it back to their center backs, but they immediately get it up to the final third. This time they're actually going to be content to just knock it around. No, AFC Wimbledon. I try to keep it as partial as I possibly can, though. And usually with my commentary, I like to talk about both sides. Like I like to talk about players on the other team that I think are either dangerous or are notable. But I am a fan of AFC Wimbledon very much so. Oh, come on, Brown. Fuck, these clearances are not the best. But Barrow in possession again. It's funny that you say Barrow or AFC, but technically both teams are AFC. You got AFC Wimbledon and you got Barrow AFC. Long ball up to Whitfield. Tries to head it to save it from going out, but it is a throw-in. Nightingale gives it away here off the throw-in. Whitfield cuts it to his right. He can use both feet. Tries to get the shot on, blocked by Chislett. Oh, it's a 2v2 here. NYC. Can he find Davison? Davison, oh. Tries to play through ball there to Davison, but it was a good interception there by McClelland. McClelland. Yeah, McClelland immediately was onto that one. Before the through ball was even made, he read the through ball. Davison would have been played through there. George Marsh loses out on a 50-50 challenge there, or 60-40 really. It was good work there by Gunter to get stuck in a challenge. Ball kind of fell perfectly to the feet. Not perfectly, actually. It was a 50-50. And Gotts was immediately on there using his pace to anticipate. And I think George Marsh was a little bit slower to anticipate that. Tried to get stuck in the challenge. And free kick here for Barrow. I can't fault George Marsh really for making that challenge. I mean, it was a 50-50 challenge. It's just Robbie Gotts was there to anticipate it a little bit quicker. You saw him sprinting towards it as George Marsh was still trying to collect himself and then run onto the challenge there after the ball bounced off Gunter. It was a proper 50-50 challenge that Gotts got there first. They both slid in, and anyway, free kick here. Bruff puts it in. Good header away. Ooh, George Marsh gets stuck in a 50-50 challenge there after it bounced off his feet. Go on, Curry. Yeah, no, I don't think it was either personally, but we move. Curry took a heavy touch forward, and he tried to take another heavy touch to get ahead. It was a great challenge, honestly, great challenge there by Sam Foley on that left-hand side, but, I mean, we'll take the free kick, I guess. All right, we'll take the free kick. It was a little follow-through, actually, maybe. He left his leg out there. It was a good challenge initially, winning the ball, but the ball kind of trickled forward a little bit as it bounced off of Curry's chest, and the ball went forward. The ball didn't go out of play there. And, nah. Yeah, it wasn't a foul. I think it tricked the referee because Foley, his leg was still stuck out, and Curry kind of tripped over it. But not a foul, I don't think. But we'll see what happens here. Lee Brown can definitely whip it in with pace. I am 10 seconds behind, though. Pardon me, 20 seconds behind. So let's see if they can make use of this. Nothing doing there. Yeah, it's going to be a throw in there for Barrow. Nothing doing there. I'm back live again. Yeah, but Jack Curry is one of our outside backs for those of you that don't follow AFC Wimbledon. Very much a quick and pacey individual, can really get forward with vigor and conviction, but unfortunately wasn't able to get ahead of that challenge, like I mentioned, from Foley. Good work there by Ethan Chislett to get on the challenge there and put off Gordon, and he kind of got stuck there and didn't get his feet sorted. Gordon out for a throw in for Wimbledon, and now they're in possession here. Ooh. Yeah, Barrow just getting 11 men behind the ball here as AFC Wimbledon are knocking around their back line. Not able to find that threading through ball that could play a center mid, as Paris Magomez dropped deep a couple times anytime they're in possession here. I would like to see them play it forward to Marsh or Chislett, or 5-6 yard ball, and then kind of advance the play. But Wimbledon are playing a lot of 5-6 yard passes among their back line. And yeah, being very patient here, the Dons. Ooh. Chislett tried to drop deep and almost got dispossessed there by Foley, but Chislett played it back first time. Switch over to Curry. Oh, go on, Curry. Ah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Curry received it. Switch. He received a switch of the play there. And then he was able to shrug off the challenge of Waters and then tried to play it back towards his left foot. He cut it to his right, then back to his left. That's not a foul either. But we'll take it. It looked to me like Ben Waters tried to get his... Actually, maybe it was... You can say it was obstruction, I guess. He got his body in the way, and he was like... He kept, like, trying to... I don't know. Let's just say Ben Waters, his body wasn't full. He wasn't fully in position to shield it. He kept running forward and tried to get an obstruction there. I guess it wasn't. I guess it was a foul there from Waters that time. But free kick at the edge of the box here for Lee Brown to take. Very dangerous position. Hopefully we can see Nightingale getting his first goal this season. Maybe he had what, 3 goals in 4 games last season in League One, but then kind of fizzled out. Obviously, he is a center back, so he's not always going to score. Nothing doing there. Yeah, Barrow have really done a good job of winning headers in set plays, defensive set plays. Chislett 1v1 here with. Oh, that's a good cross. Slightly deflected though. Oh, never mind. I thought it was deflected. Never mind. I said good cross, it was nowhere near. What am I on? Yeah, I think it was just... He tried to bend it around Brough as Brough positioned himself. Kind of was trying to force Chislett to his left foot with Foley also kind of in helping out in defense as well. Yeah, it was just a poor cross there from Chislett. Oh God. What are you oh-godding about? Are you oh-godding that my freaking commentary is terrible? I try. I'm trying to like analyze the game while commentating at the same time. It can be hard sometimes, especially because it's what, 7:30 a.m. for me. My mind is still in a bit of a fog. But regardless, I hope you guys enjoy the commentary. Yeah. AFC Wimgledon just not able to create that opportunity. Yeah, I know. Fair play to Barrow. I mean, they've been a good side throughout. These last 15 minutes have been, I'd say 50-50 in the possession. I'd say neither team has really taken control of these last 50. Ever since Barrow went 1-0 up, neither team has really taken control of the game. When Barrow in possession, they look a little bit more dangerous, though, as I think that they... with us, it's a lot of sideways passing among our back four, and we try to play it forward to center mid, who gets immediately pressed, and then they play it back to our center back, and long balls forward to Curry usually would seem like they would work, but Curry hasn't really broken the plane yet. Jack Curry hasn't really been able to get through with his attacking minded play yet. Gunter here on the right. Gunter cuts it inside. Magoma back over to Brown on the other side. Brown has plenty of space. He can take it forward. He tries to play it for Davison. Good header away there by Canavan. Listening to the commentary while driving on the M4. Are you texting and driving, mate? Don't do that. That's dangerous. unless you're voice typing, and in that case, that's a lot safer. We'll have a grumpy Alan Boyce if they lose. You know Alan Boyce personally? I met him. I met him when I went to the AFC Wimbledon Doncaster game last season. Fairly decent lad. Pretty nice fellow. He was very much Robbo in for a good majority of that season, though. To be fair, I was Robbo in as well for a while until the Cambridge game away. Was it Cambridge away or Cambridge home? I think it was Cambridge home, where we lost. What was it, 1-0 or 2-0? After that, I'm like, no, Robbo out. I should have been Robbo out after the Bolton thrashing, but I was still Robbo in at that point. Curry is able to dispossess here, goes forward. Yep, foul. Looked to me like their right back Warren played it forward to Gordon, and Gordon he was put under pressure there by 2 Wimbledon players, and ultimately it was Chislett that got stuck in the challenge, and Curry tried to advance the play and got tripped up by Gordon. Chislett's been pretty good this half defensively. He's gotten stuck in a couple of challenges. You wouldn't expect someone like Chislett, with his size and stature, or lack thereof. But he's gotten stuck in a couple of challenges, and he's been up and down the pitch, box to box, that's for sure. Usually you expect Chislett to be more of an attacking mid, because that's really his role, an attacking midfielder. But he's been a fireball so far this half. And, decent on the 1v1s too. I thought on one instance could have taken it forward, considering that he had space to take it forward, but was still able to get the cross off with his left foot and force the clearance from Brough. Oh, that's a great layoff there from George Marsh playing Gunter on the overlap, but Gunter cuts it back. Magoma now. On the overlap now is Nightingale. Good one-touch football here from Wimbledon. Back post! That was nodded back to the center there by Jack Curry. Oh, NYC was trying to get on that one, but it was good work there from the center back to put him off. Yeah, he tried to steer a header towards goal, but the center back kind of put him off a little bit. Maybe a little bit of like not a push with the arm, but like a push with like his chest. Just made himself a presence, the center back there, put off NYC's header a little bit there. But that was good work there by AFC Wimbledon. Good overlapping runs there. First it was an overlap from Gunter there off of like a little back flick from George Marsh, but he cut it back to Magoma, played it to Magoma, and then played Nightingale of all players on the overlap there. Anyway, I'm 10 seconds behind here. Let's see what happens. Oh, 20. Pardon me, I'm 20 seconds behind here. I just wanted to look back on the replay here. Let's see what happens here. Off Barrow throw. Billy Waters holding the ball up here. Whitfield takes it to his right, gets a shot off. Good 3 or 4 yards wide of the post. Like I mentioned, Whitfield can use both feet. Cuts it to his right. I think it's his weaker foot, his right foot, but decent effort. I'm his other half. Oh, are you his brother? Oh, fair enough. Or brother, brother-in-law, cousin. Yeah, brother. Yeah. He's the one driving. Okay, tell him I said hi, actually. Well, he is listening to the commentary, but he'll know I just said that. So, hey, Alan, how you doing, mate? I'm sure if you listen to the I Follow commentary, you'll get a bit of a better overall sense of the game, as my commentary is. I try to mix play-by-play with analysis. Usually I Follow commentary, they're solely focused on play-by-play for the most part. But, yeah, and also chat engagement and all that stuff. It's just streaming or commentating on stream is a lot different than commentating on broadcast. But Yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the commentary nonetheless. And also you have the I follow commentary in the background as well. I don't know if you guys can hear it.
You know, they just haven't, managed to tag Gotts at all.
Canavan heads the ball and it just creeps away from Josh Gordon. And then it's back with the Wimgledon goalkeeper, Nicola Zanuck.
If you look at Robbie Gotts now, Adam, there's no one within. You could draw a 15-yard circle around it. No one there. I know they've got the ball, but if you watch when they're out of possession, Wimbledon.
Nightingale has some space. You know he can play a good ball or two whenever he's in possession, but they're still knocking around here, AFC Wimbledon. Magoma's going to play it long. Yeah, McClellan gets it clear. Some pressure put on by Wimbledon, but Barrow play it out of pressure. Oh, that's a good ball from Whitfield playing Brough, the outside back. Brough has a bit of space. Cross comes in. Nobody challenges that. But goes over everyone, and Gordon's on the back post here. What can he do? Defended by Curry. Oof. Cleared away by Lee Brown after Curry got nutmegged, actually. But Lee Brown clears it. Oh, you met me as well. I actually completely overlooked that when I was reading it. I saw I'm his other half, he's the one driving. But you met me too. Were you with Alan when we were? I remember I was getting chips. Actually, I just got chips. I was heading back to my seat. I was on my way back, and you guys were over there. I was either heading back, or I was close to the end of the line before buying the chips. But I remember meeting you guys there. Anyway. Ooh, decent ball forward. NYC wasn't able to get a touch there as he tried to get around the keeper. The keeper kind of jumped because he thought that NYC was going to nick it over or flick it over him. But unfortunately, NYC didn't even get a touch on the ball there. Completely missed it. But a free kick awarded by Barrow, as it looked to me like NYC shrugged off the defender before getting onto it. Yeah, that was definitely an opportunity that AFC Wimbledon could have capitalized on. It was a decent ball forward there by George Marsh. Yeah, he was on a standstill. He didn't even have any run-up. He just kind of flicked it over. And it was a good ball over to NYC. I don't think that was a foul at all on the center back. But let's just pretend that the foul wasn't committed. NYC should have done better in that scenario. Was he trying to play it? Was he trying to flick it ahead of the goalkeeper or just get a touch around him? Yeah, he tried to get a touch around the keeper and just missed the ball entirely. You'd back NYC in a situation like that, but anyway, he did commit the foul. Oh, I'm his girlfriend. Okay. He says hi back. I should have known. Libby's a female name. But yeah, I do remember meeting you. Yeah. I do remember meeting you. Yes. He still misses Robbo. Yeah. I liked Robbo. He's a good lad. Just a bit stubborn, in my opinion, with his football philosophy. Also, yeah, my head's still kind of in the fog. I usually am not used to waking up at 7 in the morning. Usually I wake up at 9:30. But anyway, yeah, final whistle for the half, at least. Halftime whistle, pardon. 1-0 to Barrow. I think first 15 minutes very much controlled by Barrow. At least in the possession. I think it was a good, 65-35 on the end of Barrow. But they didn't knock it around just for the sake of knocking around. They did look pretty dangerous at times. I think when we were in possession, we kind of played it sideways amongst our back four, just really couldn't find that attacking threat. But after the goal, I think it was a little bit more 50-50. I think, you know, at times we played it forward, knocked it around a good couple of times toward the last 10 or 15 minutes of that game. I think George Marsh was pretty positive on the defensive end, got stuck in a challenge or two, and also, you know, tracking back defensively, preventing some through balls being played on the counterattacks. And Josh Davison was a good influence overall in that half. He won a couple of headers and had a decent opportunity around the 25th minute. Tried to strike it towards goal. It was put with power, and it was a good like 3 or 4 yards wide, but actually it was Chislett that could have gotten a redirect on the top of the six there. NYC wasn't too much of an influence in that half. Hopefully he'll find himself in the score sheet in that second half. You'd back NYC to put himself in at least one scoring opportunity per game. But we'll see what happens in the second half. I thought Magoma was positive all around. You know, dropping back deep to help in possession, trying to knock it around whenever AFC Wimgledon were stuck. And then Magoma getting out of pressure on one or two instances. You know Magoma can get out of pressure there. He's got good control on the ball there and good vision. Takes a good look over his shoulder before to know where he is in respect to the pressure from Barrow. But I think, yeah, Chislett was good overall too. Got stuck in a couple of challenges. Surprisingly, you wouldn't think Chislett would be someone like that. But overall, I think Barrow just kind of controlled it a little bit more. They're a good side overall, but hopefully we can get some positive play going forward. I would like Asal, honestly, to come in around the 65th minute. Maybe not for Chislett, as he has he's had a good start, but we'll see. Yeah, I would like to see Asal coming in the 65th minute or so. Maybe for Chislett, just for the sake of tactical purposes. But other than that, I don't really have any other subs, perhaps, because I was gonna say Alfie Bendel, but you know, Alfie Bendel, despite his ability to try to get stuck in challenges, very young, very exuberant player, youthful exuberance. I think Barrow would kind of play around him a little bit. He's not experienced enough, you know, the 19-year-old, the 20-year-old. I don't know if Alfie Bendel will be someone to put in with a pretty good Barrow side that can play around pressure like that. So I'd say Asal, you know, have him as an attacking mid / maybe striker if we take off NYC. But I think if we were to have someone that could put on the off-the-ball press, I think maybe have that player be on the attacking final third, putting off the off-the-ball press rather than the midfield. So we'll see what happens. And I'll go get some breakfast. I am hungry. So I'll be back in about 5 minutes or so. Stay tuned.
Some people wake up Sunday, feel hungover, and I look at all my friends like told you so. While you take that time off, I keep getting closer. I don't care about getting laid, I just care about getting paid. I got 24 hours for my 7 deadly sins, and you calling me out like, yo, where you been? Ain't no rest for the weekend. I'm sorry I won't stay, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest when you're winning. It's all work and no play, but I don't feel no shame. Baby, you can dance if Tried to live that life, but that ain't me. All the money that I'm making, yeah, it's priceless. I don't care about enemies, cause I know where I'm meant to be. I got 24 hours for my 7 deadly sins, and you calling me out like, yo, where you been? Ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I was late, but I got things to pay. Ain't no rest when you're winning. It's all work and no play, but I don't feel no shame. Baby, you can dance if you like. I got bigger plans for my night. Ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I was late, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest for me. Ain't no rest for me. Ain't no rest, ain't no rest for the wicked. Sorry I was late, but I got bills to pay. Ain't no rest when you're winning. It's all work and no play, but I don't feel no shame. Ain't no rest for me. Ain't no rest for me. Yesterday, we were only kids, could never fade away. Running through the wind and pouring rain. Memories at the door, burning bright from long before. We don't talk anymore. What are we fighting for? I went my way, you went sideways. We were always running out of time. Don't say we didn't try. Don't say we could ever be the same. Don't say we didn't try. We're not what we used to be. Don't say you wanted me. Don't say you wanted me. Don't say you wanted me. Seasons change. I kept getting colder, breathing shades of gray. You were climbing higher, you'd say. Memories at the door, burning bright from long before. We don't talk anymore. What are we fighting for? I went my way, you went sideways. We were always running out of time. Don't say we didn't try. Don't say we could ever be the same. Don't say we didn't try. We're not what we used to be. Don't say you wanted me. Don't say you wanted me. Don't say you wanted me. Don't say you wanted me.
Fire makes the city looks at night. Close your eyes and just stay tight. We have to go. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me while we leave. Don't worry, just believe me. This journey will relieve us. Stay with me while we leave. Stay with me.
Josh Gordon's goal on 10 minutes, his fourth of the season. The difference between these two sides is the AFC Wimbledon team are back out for the second half, just awaiting arrival of the Barrow side. Pete Wild keeping him in there, keeping him in conversation as they do emerge from the tunnel, led out by the captain, now Callaghan. And certainly the terms have been good. It's a good solid first half. Second half, as we know, they need to be
I was wrong to say I wouldn't change a thing, 'cause in the story of our lives, the best of times
Gone on in the Wimbledon dressing room at half-time, because it took them far too long to get a foothold in the game. For me, they were just as if they were quite happy to let Barrow have possession high up the park, and it didn't make sense. But Barrow, dominated that spell of half an hour. Maybe they didn't have an answer, but I think they will. I think second half we could see a totally different game. But Barrow definitely need now to go and find that second goal.
Wimbledon have made a change at the break. Paul, the 21-year-old Paul Ossu has come on. He's come on in place of Jack Curry, who makes way at half-time, of course, on a yellow card as Jack Curry in the first half. But certainly, it's a bit of a strange one, isn't it, you think? Because Jack Curry was causing Barrow the majority of problems, you could say, over on that left-hand side.
Yeah, down here he was. Yeah, he was a pain. But, you know, I was talking to one of the Wimbledon fans sat in front of us at half-time, and he actually said that he thought he might see Osu come on. So, you know, he's a bit of a threat. He's quick. He'll add a bit of extra pace to Wimbledon's final third, so it'll be interesting to see.
So we are back underway here at Plough Lane. Barrow attacking from right to left, so towards that bank of Barrow supporters that are in the stand to the left-hand side of us in this second half. Unchanged at the break, Barrow. So AFC Wimbledon making that one change, attacking towards their supporters in this second half, as it's a long ball forward by Magoma, and Patrick Brough has to be equal to it there. Chris Gunter was coming in behind him. Thankfully, it rushes past the pair of them, goes on to play for a goal kick to Barrow.
Yeah, too much on the ball across. Broughy was always right side, good full-back play, good positioning. Just guided the ball out, really.
Paul Farman gathers the ball up to take the goal kick here for Barrow. We've played a minute and a half in this second half.
Was I muted? I was muted, wasn't I? Oh boy. Anyway, that was a good long ball forward from Magoma, intended for Gunter. It was like a line drive, but Gunter didn't get there in time. That was the first play of the half. I was talking about how Wimbledon didn't play terribly the first half per se, but they just weren't able to have enough quality to break through Barrow's back line. I mean, they had good shape overall, Barrow, defensively, and on the attacking end, I think Barrow was just a little bit more confident on the ball. A little more confident in possession. Ooh. Some off-the-ball press from Wimbledon. They're playing around him, though. Nightingale gets a touch ahead of Whitfield. Nicely done, Nightingale. Nightingale had a bit of a moment to forget in that first half, allowing Whitfield to go through with ease. But other than that, it's been all right so far this half, or so far this game. Not great, but all right. Oh, sorry. Dude, Obama, I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge you last half. Thanks for the wishes of the good stream, man. Thankfully, you're still here so that I could acknowledge you, but it is a crucial game. I mean, we're 10th in the table. We got to assert ourselves, and we're playing against a decent Barrow side. I didn't actually give a match prediction. I was going to say either 1-1 Wimbledon or 2-1 Barrow. But so far, I think it's looking like a 1-1 or a... It's either going to be a 1-1 or a 2-0. I don't see it. I only see one more goal being scored here, as both teams are... Whenever they're in possession, they knock it around like a good 9-10 times before they advance. Usually Barrow are the ones that are more incisive with their play, though. Gotts tried to play the outside back through, but it was a good few yards ahead of him. Paul Osu. Is that Osu? Is that Osu? Yeah, that is Osu. He's a sub. Is he a sub for Curry? Yeah, I think he is. Interesting. I didn't think Curry would be subbed off so soon, but we'll see how Osu does. I would like to see a Sal, though, come on at least around like the 65th minute or so. Chisel's been playing decent, though, so it's kind of a tough task to sub him off. A little bit of off-the-ball movement here from Wimbledon. Nothing crazy, though, as they're not able to find that threading through ball as Barrow's shape is very strong. They played out wide here to Gunter, though. Draws the defender, Whitfield. I mean, he is a winger, not a defender, but a couple more touches. Could have. He tried to play Magoma out wide. It was easily intercepted. It's not a foul. Yeah, Gunter. Let me see. Did he have room to shoot? Nah, actually it was closed down. Not right away, but Foley was like 4 yards out. He was in position to block the shot. Did you see McCormick's announcement video for Bristol? I did not. I knew, obviously I knew he left, but I did not see the announcement video. I'll have to check that out. I like how the commentator says Nikola Zanev. I mean, that is his name after all. Oh, Hartlepool in shambles. What the hell? Oh, nice ball won by Davison. Chislett! Oh, I thought he was going to get a bit of a better shot than that, but he did drive it with pace, just a little bit too close to the keeper. Good header there, won by Davison over McClelland. Davison's won a couple headers so far this game, but Chislett took it to his right foot. Just didn't... His touch that took him to his right wasn't heavy enough, so his shot... He wasn't able to get enough leverage on the shot there. It was a little bit too close to the keeper. Yeah, Nick's had a decent season so far, for sure. He's been very good in the air. A lot better on his feet, with his feet, that's for sure. Ooh, NYC. Back out wide to Marsh. Good play here as Gunter played it all the way to the center to NYC. NYC tried to play him on the return pass, but it was behind him, and George Marsh just happened to be there. And now there's going to be a throw in here for Wimbledon after George Marsh got tackled / challenged. Nightingale's forward. Corner kick. Yeah, Nightingale just kind of chested it forward. And corner kick won there after Neal got his foot to it. A lot more confident AFC Wimbledon in the final third, making those 1-2 runs and picking out those runs too. A couple times in the first half we would make outside runs but not pick them out. Magoma back to Gunter, the corner kick taker. Or Brown. Damn. Nothing doing there. I don't know if that was a training ground move, but Magoma... Nah, it wasn't. He just happened to play Lee Brown, who was taking the corner. But Brown, unfortunately, tried to get the cross off and out for a goal kick as it hit the side netting. That was well closed down there by Neal to prevent Brown from getting a cross into the top of the six-yard box. Oh, yeah. I could see that. Oh. Guys, I'm 10 seconds behind, but there's a little bit of danger here. Header won by Nightingale. Header won by Davison to try to knock it forward to Young Coombs. And then McClellan kind of knocks it forward. Paris Magoma overruns the ball, and now there's number 15 here. Gotts has plenty of space, cuts it to his left. Brought down by Lee Brown. Tactical foul. Very smart foul there. Yeah, I don't know what Paris was doing there. I think he was anticipating Gotts to get a chest touch, and he ran over. He anticipated that a touch would be played to his left, and then he stuck his right foot out, and he missed it. And Gotts just had plenty of space to take it forward there. Magoma, I gave him plenty of stick in the Mansfield game. Has had a good game so far there, but definitely a moment to forget if you're Magoma in that instance. Against good team, yeah, I would have to say there too. Yeah, he has his moments every once. I mean, he's young, you know. He's still learning a lot. He's only what, 20, right? 21. Anyway, free kick here. It looks like both Brough and Whitfield are standing over this one. Brough with the left foot, Whitfield with the right. About 24 yards out. Right at the wall. Terrible free kick from Whitfield. Cross came in, Canavan headed it over the bar. Yeah, Whitfield received it once again after the free kick, put it into the box. It was a good little floater there in the back towards the back post, but thankfully nothing doing there. Who's that? Oh, Harry Pell, number 8, coming on. I'm not very familiar with him, actually. Came from the youth academy system at Charlton Athletic, where he spent 12 years. He's 30 years of age. Also, Ayuba Sal coming on. Ayuba Sal. Fair play to Johnny Jackson for making subs much earlier than in the first couple of games we've had this season. If you guys have any insight on Harry Pell, do let me know. I'm actually not too familiar with how he is as a player. Who came off for Pell, though? I don't actually. Call me a fan. Call me a supporter. God, my bad. Ooh, Asal putting the press on after the throw in. Commits a foul, though. Oh, we definitely need someone that can score from long range in a game like this where we haven't created too many chances. Barrow at times have let us get into the final third, but their shape in the final third is fantastic. They don't let through balls get through them very easily. So we do need someone that could really drive it. You know, drive a low and hard shot. Or maybe, fuck it, go top bins from 25 yards out if you can. Davison holding it up after his first touch got kind of took him away from him. Got into a space, put it in. Magoma getting stuck in there. Second opportunity. Gunter puts it back in. What? Oh yeah, it's a foul. Ayuba Sal tried to hit it on the volley and he followed through and yeah. Maybe it's hard to see, but it looked like Ayuba Sal was kind of maybe on the follow through. Maybe I didn't pick it up, but on the follow through of the intended volley, half volley by Sal, maybe followed through and caught the player. How's it going, man? Ooh. Osu committing the foul there. He was starting out wide to mark one of the wide players, but then he tried to get back towards the center and wasn't able to get stuck in the challenge in time. Did slip a little bit as he tried to go from wide to central to try to defend whoever that was on the ball. Free kick here for Brough to take. Oh, it's a decent one. Zanev collects it, though. Oh, Zanev, here we go. Counterattack. Get it to Asal. Defended by Warren. Asal forced to play it back.
Back inside it goes for Pierce. Now McGoldrick. Wimbledon just looking to try and advance, and they're certainly finding a lot more space in this second half.
Yeah, they're pressing high out there now, Wimbledon, as a unit. You know, you've got nearly...
NYC dropping deep, plays it out wide to Alsu. Alsu defended by Waters, unfortunately plays it back. Hey, hey, yep. NYC once again holding the ball up, this time drawing the foul.
That's an opportunity to, you know, to bang that ball into the box and into the danger area.
Foul given against Sam Foley, one of the Barrow players who is on a yellow card. That ridiculous yellow card, you could probably say, in the first half. AFC Wimbledon with a free kick, and the supporters around us here at Barrow.
Come on. Come on, the boys. We have not really gotten on the end of any set pieces so far. Barrow winning pretty much every header up until this point. Let's see if we can create something. Well, there was one time where Jack Curry nodded. It wasn't a set piece, but he nodded it back towards the center. Canavan heads it away. Pell was the intended target. Ifollow just decided to hiccup and go backwards for no reason. Dude, I have been so bad with keeping track of the scoreboards today. Here's the timer, 61 minutes in. Yeah, Magoma just tried to get stuck in a challenge to Gordon, but just kind of got a little bit of a nick off it. Didn't get stuck in the challenge, and it allowed Barrow to maintain possession. They played a long ball forward. Gunter cleared it away. Foley now. Yeah, that's going to be a foul. Yeah, Whitfield was on the wide area, and Nightingale just came clattering in. A little clumsy there from Nightingale. Stuck his foot out. I mean, he didn't like clatter into him, but like he ran in to try to challenge him and stuck his foot out. Very mistimed there from Nightingale. As there was a 1-2 there that Whitfield tried to play, and he got fouled before the return pass. So free kick here for Barrow. Yeah, Barrow have been pretty. I gotta say, for any Barrow supporters that are in the chat right now, you guys have been class so far in this game. Very hard to break through defensively, and on the attacking end, taking care of the possession, not giving the ball away. You know, I think chance creation is not quite there, but like, you know, getting the ball out wide, knocking around, getting a couple balls in the box, very much. Handball, really? No, nothing. I'm 10 seconds behind. I'm looking back to see. Maybe, huh? Pell tried to head onto it. Maybe it bounced off his shoulder there. Anyway, Nick Zanev throws it out again. Davison tried to play a through ball to Asal. Nothing doing. And Warren got there first, yeah. Intercepting it before it got there. Good shot. Okay, there we go, Magoma. Getting stuck in a challenge there. From Foley. Asal cuts it back. Come on, Asal. Drawing a couple defenders in. What can he do? Taking it himself. Plays it out wide. Gunter. Good ball. Nobody there on the back post. NYC holding it up. Back to Gunter. He's got space. Well in, Asal. Let's go. Good build-up play once again from AFC Wimgledon. Oh. Is he offside? Yeah. Damn it. Damn it. It was a good build-up play. NYC holding it up and good vision. He took a touch. He immediately saw Gunter. His second touch was a pass, actually, out to Gunter, who immediately played a nice little inside. He's not off. That was a good ball there down the 6-yard box over to Asal. That's not... Hold on, let me check that. That is not offside. Ooh, maybe it was. I think maybe his knee. I think it was his knee, actually. His knee or his shoulder, maybe a little bit. Yeah, I think he was. I think he was by just a hair. But here we go again. AFC Wimbledon, all Wimbledon these last 5 minutes, I'd say. Maybe not last 5, more like last 2 or 3. But here we go, lads. 1-2 between Otsu and Brown. Oof. Well, in Asal gets stuck in, and now he's on the ball here. Back out wide. Otsu cuts it back. His touch was really heavy, though. Cleared away. A lot of this game, we saw AFC Wimbledon with slow build-up, and now we're seeing like maybe 5 or 6 passes before getting across. Or NYC here being played through. Warren got caught very high. Come on, NYC. So close. Cross came in there from NYC over to Pell. He was wide open. Nobody was marking him. But the cross was just a little bit too far ahead of him. Pell had to go for a diving header rather than like a free header from like 10 yards out. He had to attack that one, Pell. And fair play to him for going for it. Pell was so far open, though. Had NYC gotten that cross a little bit closer to his head, maybe he could have steered it in. And that was really good stuff there, actually, from the center back McClelland on Barrow's side. Or, sorry, it was Canavan who challenged Pell. Just he threw his body on the way to try to get the header in and put off Pell maybe just a little bit there.
Ben Whitfield just taking his time to gather up the ball. Now he'll throw it back to Patrick Gruff, who takes small steps towards it. Throw-in to be taken here by the Barrow fullback. Britain leading by 2 goals to 1 in that game against Workington. Carlisle, of course, leading by 1 goal to 0 against Gillingham. John Mellish, the goal scorers. Robbie Dobbs goes down, free kick given.
Nothing wrong with that. You know, again,
Carlisle, of course, leading by 1 goal to 0 against Gillingham.
I gotta say, this commentator is pretty on level. Very impartial. Maybe by the book that was a foul. I mean, you saw Pell going for a header, did clash heads with the back of the head. I don't know why, to be fair, Gotts is holding his face. He didn't get hit in the face at all. A slight clash of heads from behind. But, you know, I like this commentator. He's very impartial. Usually with the I Follow commentary, you see a lot of bias being thrown around here and there. I say a lot, and then I say here and there. Those two phrases juxtaposed with one another, but you get the idea.
To protect Josh Gordon, it'll be a swap straight for Waters.
Free kick, which Ben Whitfield is preparing to take here. 69 minutes played. Sam McClelland now kind of in a both been sent up for it here. Patrick Russell takes his position out wide on this left-hand side. Whitfield delivers the ball into the box. McClelland can't get to it. Comes to Sam Foley takes a shot from distance.
Wayward shot there from Forley. Initially it was cleared away by Alex Pierce. Yeah, that was like 7 yards over the bar. That half volley.
Doncaster taking the lead against Northampton elsewhere in League 2. Of course, Barrow's next league opponents will be Northampton next week at Sixfields. As Harry Pell knocks it back to Will Nightingale. Now it's into the feet of Alex Pierce. Pierce back out to Nightingale. Both substitutes going through the motions now with the team coach Jason Taylor just directly below us. Billy Waters cuts out the pass, puts it on a play, thought of throw into Wimbledon on the halfway line. 70 minutes on the
Now we're back to being content with knocking around a bit. Lee Brown tried to play a really hard pass over to Osu, but it got cut out. But now AFC Wimgledon just knocking around again. We got to create something. I mean, we had a good spell of 10 minutes where we were putting on the pressure. Oh, dunk. Oh, I thought that was, never mind. For some reason, I thought that was the MK Dons logo. Or should I say Milton Keynes logo. I thought they were losing, but no. Entirely different league as well.
Starts to make the move out on this right-hand side. It's Will Nightingale who will find Gunter just inside the Barrow half. Checks back on himself into Panis Magoma.
Magoma switches the play here. A Sal on that wide area. He has space. Nah, his first touch kind of took him away from him towards the right, but he's taking on someone on 1v1. To his right foot. A Sal. Shot blocked. Good work, Asal, though. He had a little bit... Ooh. Go on. A little bit of a hard pass there from Magoma, intended for Osu. Try to play him through. It was good vision there by Magoma to see Osu making that run. It was a good half second from the time he started that run to that pass being made by Magoma. Pass was a little too heavy though. But anyway, yeah, Sal I think maybe had his first touch had been towards his left foot, he could have driven it down the touch line, but his first touch went to his right foot. Good work there to recover possession and then take someone on 1v1, try to get the shot. Shot away.
Certainly interesting to see that Sam Foley has kept his place in the centre of the field.
I gotta say, it's a good game so far. From a neutral perspective. Well, nothing. It's not like a complete back and forth barn burner of a game where like there's chances back and forth, but I think this is a pretty good game overall in terms of quality. It's okay. Wimbledon has 60% possession now. They were losing the possession stat in the first half, and now this second half, Barrow just sitting very deep throughout most of the second half. So both teams playing decent. I still think AFC Wimgledon are like a maybe 6.5 to 7 out of 10 on the attacking end in terms of chance creation. But they're always in it. They always seem to have that. That goal is it's coming, guys. I can feel it. It's coming. Ah, Pell just slowing possession there. Faked a long ball. A little bit scrappy here. Headers won by both sides. Just going back and forth here. Good work by Nightingale. Oh, Nightingale put under pressure here. Had to play back to Pierce. Nicely done. Good reactions there from Nightingale off the press. Quickly turned around and played Alex Pierce on a fight or flight situation there.
Crystal Palace were 2-0 up against Manchester City. Erling Haaland has now made it Manchester City 3, Crystal Palace 2.
Never write them off. It's Man fucking City after all. Jesus, 3-2 now. Man City are just... They're always there. They are always there. Erling Haaland is a machine, I swear. Oh, that's a foul. That's a yellow card for sure there for Nightingale. Oh, really? No foul, okay. We take that. It was a counter-attacking opportunity after Pell loses possession. It was a 1-2. I'm actually behind here. Moyle, yeah, just milks the contact a little bit. Nightingale just came in I thought maybe was a foul, but yeah, definitely milked the contact for sure, Whitfield, and so the referee was not impressed. Oh, nicely done, Paul Osu. Back flicks it over to Asal. He has plenty of space on the left. Again, he cuts it to his right. He has space on the byline, or touch line. Come on. Byline, pardon me. The goal kick line. But corner kick here, though. Anyway, short corner, come on. What can you do? Man, Asal needs to take that down the byline, man. That's a really good first touch there by Osu to get him off, but dude, Asal needs to take that. He's so much space on the down the byline. I think maybe had he done that though, he could have gotten challenged by one of the center backs and thought maybe if I take it down the byline, I won't have space to work here. And so instead he tried to cut it inside and in-swing across. Damn. There's been several instances where Wimbledon have space to advance towards the byline, but we opt to try to cut back or to try to, yeah, cut it back to the right foot. Chislett had one of those moments, but then he cut it back to his left and put a cross in. Just got to be more confident in that final third. I mean, to be fair, Asal did put in a decent ball with his right foot after he cut it back in. Asal now, again. Nah, wasn't able to save it. Fuck. Long ball forward from Nightingale. It's a good ball to Osu. Can he control it? Oof, no. Try to control it, but Waters was there, putting the pressure on throughout. The striker really playing defense here. Interesting. Or maybe he switched positions. Threw ball to Osu, and Foley just kicked it off him. Very smartly done.
Remaining plus stoppage time. Here at Plough Lane, Barrow still lead through that Josh Gordon goal. Farman's long ball forward just runs past Chris Gunter. Ben Whitfield charging it down. It's back with Zanebu. Clears it over the halfway line. Canavan gets up against Josh Davison. Tom White now. Robbie Gotts. Back to Tom White now. Billy Waters brings it down on his chest. Dinks it through for Tom White. Chris Gunter's there just to knock it back to Zanev, who clears it away.
Oh, Warren overran the ball there. He tried to win the header. Asal, I thought maybe could have been in through, but the ball kind of bounced awkwardly. Oh, Asal, nicely done. Skipping past one and tried to take a heavy touch ahead of the next, down towards the byline, but throw in here. Throw in anyway. Damn. Yeah, it looks to me like Asal has given that right back Warren plenty of trouble. I think Warren's had a good game overall for Barrow until Asal came on, and now Asal seems to be getting the better of him on several occasions. It's just too bad Asal is not able to have that cherry on the cherry on top when it comes to the final third. If I'm making any sort of sense whatsoever with anything that I'm saying. Do we gotta make any more changes here? I mean, we've already made 3.
On that far side, and Salad, they've been a real thorn in Barrow's side this half. They've got down that left-hand side very well. And Terrell Warren's been outnumbered a few times. They've played the ball round him, but fortunately, when the last balls come in, Barrow have been equal to it.
As Magoma has the ball inside his own half, knocks it across to Will Nightingale. Now it's Magoma. Magoma sends a long ball across to the left. It runs out of play for a throw into Barrow.
I think the way it's gone now, second half, if Barrow can manage to see this out, run through these last 10 minutes, it's going to be a similar performance to the Harrogate game. We're going to win ugly. And you don't mind that, because at the end of the day, a lot of games run out like this. So, but it's going to be tough. The last 10 minutes are definitely going to be tough.
100%. I expect Wimbledon to throw out everything they've got in these last 10 minutes. I know every now and again they typically don't have the greatest mentality towards the last few minutes of the game, but that's usually when they're up. When they're down, they... Oh. Yeah, really good work there by Whitfield. Initially, Nightingale got stuck in the challenge there, but then he got caught with his feet. He got his feet tangled, lost possession there, and Whitfield recovered possession, took a few touches towards the center, and drew the foul from Magoma as he slid in and tripped him up. Damn it, Nightingale got stuck in pretty well. It just got caught up, couldn't get his feet sorted. Nightingale's had 1 or 2 moments in this game he would like to forget, that's for sure. Yeah, Gunter knew exactly what he was doing. Through ball intended for Bruff, and Gunter went down on the first contact. I mean, refs always give that. Anytime an outside back or a center back is shielding the ball and they go down, foul every time. I mean, if I were the ref there, imagine a ref that doesn't give it. Because, in football, it's like an unwritten rule. Like, if an outside back or a center back goes down on the slightest contact while shielding the ball, it's always a foul. Like, every time. Imagine if the ref just goes, nope, not a foul. That would definitely break social norms, but, that was not a foul at all. Gunter went down very easy. But we move here. Wimbledon in possession here. Ooh, Davison knocks it down. Bartley, Bartley came on as a substitute, by the way, Quayne Bartley. Unfortunately, wasn't able to get on that. Ooh. Come on, Pell. Nobody in particular. Yep. Harry Pell just... There we go. Nice tackle, Nightingale. Whitfield tried to get through. Nightingale got stuck in the challenge. Bartley back to Nightingale. Nightingale, decent ball forward to Davison. Just don't have that cutting edge in the final third. Davison's been quiet this half. I'm sorry, what? 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 I'm sorry, what? Did I hear that right? 1062? Huh? Paul on the right-hand side now. Wait a minute. Oh, rugby. Okay. I'm like, what kind of a fucking scoreline is that? It's rugby. Okay. Imagine a football match that ends freaking 62-10. That'd be insane. That would be unheard of. John Rooney.
George Ray's going to go back in without problem. I think to counteract Barkley going on, Adam, they brought him on, he's a big unit. We know the ball's going to end up now going forward. We've got 5 minutes.
John Rooney. I don't think he's not related to Wayne Rooney by any chance, right?
Wimbledon are going to load that Barrow box as often as they can. So I understand why Peter Wild's gone with George Ray.
There's no way. Okay.
Sentinel leading 2-1 against Mansfield. Tranmere 2-0 up against Colchester. Swindon have been pegged back against the 10-men of Stockport. Anthony Sarkovic on 84 minutes has grabbed the equaliser there.
It doesn't look to me like they're going to get very much out of this one.
He's made that decision, Peter Wild, now that there's not a lot of time left in the game. He's not going looking for the second goal.
We'll just have to see.
What he's got just made it a bit harder for Wimbledon with that extra body in there with George Ray centrally in between Canavan and McClelland. That does obviously give space up in the middle of the park, and he'll just hope John Rooney can get on the ball and control it a little bit.
And of course, you will be able to hear from the Barrow Raiders coach Paul Query.
Go on, Bartley. Couple step overs from the big man. Corner? No. It was, yeah. Overhit the cross. Crowd's been a little quiet today, I feel. What the hell? Keeper's going to the other side of the 6-yard box. Typical time-wasting tactics. Nightingale winning the header falls perfectly to the Barrow defender. Here we go, good tackle there by Gunter.
You're asking a lot now of Foley, Robbie Gotts, Tom White, and Rooney. Obviously, you've got 2 sets of fresh legs in there with Rooney and Tom White, and they're going to cover a lot.
Yeah, I mean, Barrow already subbed out all of their front 3. They're trying their best to defend this 1-0 lead. Nightingale, Pell holding it up. That was a poor shot there. He tried to take it to his left, but that touch took him away, and he tried to like whip his body around and just got very, very much underneath the ball. All over. Yeah, his body wasn't facing goal at all. His shoulder wasn't facing towards goal either. Free kick here committed by AFC Wimgledon. Fuck, man.
No rush. It's Foley will have a wander over. Have a look at it.
Barrow support.
It wouldn't surprise me if he even goes back to Farman, Foley. Or he'll go long, far corner.
So Foley with the free kick sends it long towards the edge of the box. Canavan can't get there. It's headed away. Comes to Ken Bartley. Robbie Gotts just takes a little bite in there, but touched the ball, but it ran through for Lee Brown. It's away from Robbie Gotts. Inside it goes here for Pierce. Long ball forward by
McGoma plays it long, headed away. Counter attack now, it seems.
now Tom White. White
No.
into that channel, looking for the run of David Moyer. It's just going to run out of play for a throw-in. We're into the last minute of the 90 here at Plough Lane.
He did clip a little ball by Tom White there as well. He lifted one over.
I'm gonna guess 3.
With his head into Foley's path and
Sorry. I'm gonna guess 3 minutes of stoppage time here.
lines to get Moyer away.
Could be wrong.
Didn't have the accuracy to stay in and head for the corner flag.
I think a draw would be fantastic because obviously Barrow are top 6, should I say top 7, pardon. Top 7 candidates for sure. And if we can get a draw here, we can take 2. It would be more important to take 2 points off and be more notable in the sense that they get 2 points taken off versus us getting 1 singular point. So we'll see what happens there. Through ball here for a Sal. Not a through ball necessarily, but getting held up now.
Standing him up, able the sound as well to find Brown, who delivers it into the box towards Bartley. McClellan again gets there with a header. Rooney will flick it on to Foley. Foley back to Robbie Gotts, and Gotts will just release the ball. Looking for John Rooney.
Good first touch by Alex Pierce, getting out of pressure there
By Wimbledon into stoppage time. We get
to keep him in possession. Instead of clearing his lines, he just took a touch ahead of the attacker who was coming in to press. What is how many minutes of stoppage time are there? Magoma tries to play it through. Davison gets ahead of his man. Go! Oh my god. Whoa, that was such a good challenge there. It looked to me like the center back just got beat for physicality. Good, decent long ball by Magoma, but it looked to me like the center back was going to hold the ball up, and Davison just kind of gets ahead of him positioning wise. Immediately gets a cross off down the 6. Ayub Assal was on the end of that when he tried to poke it home, and the center back just got his body in the way. He slid in. That was weird. He slid in, and Assal tried to poke it, try to steer it home, and it bounced off of his back as he slid in to block the near post, and then it bounced off Assal. Oh my god. Great work by Davison to get ahead of his man there. Very weak challenge by Canavan, to be fair, though. He tried to hold the ball up, but nothing doing. Foul by Assal. Fuck, what an opportunity to get that equalizer. I like that Magoma's always looking to play it forward. He's always forward thinking. But I thought that for sure that center back had that all the way through. But no. Davison, just a flash of brilliance there. Go on, Assal. Aye. Maybe it was shoulder to shoulder in the end. Both teams getting stuck into challenges in a 10-second span. Counterattack for Barrow turned into a counterattack for Wimbledon, turned into now an opportunity here for Barrow. They're knocking around. Final third. Plays it to the outside back. They're just... Okay, they're just going back now.
Into John Rooney. Rooney back again to White. White puts it into the channel. David Moyle was the wrong side of the ball there. Yeah, it's going to be a throw in.
Nothing wrong with it, was there? They kept the ball well. Just kept recycling it out on that touchline high up the pitch in Wimbledon's final third. And that little ball from Tom White, expecting Moyle to make the run. Moyle should have made the run, but it still gave Barrow time to get shaped and get back behind the ball.
Wimbledon being sent back here to take it.
Damn. Probably have enough time for maybe 2 opportunities. Assal here dropping deep. He can play Gunter out wide. He has space. Cross comes in. Headed away. Intended for Bartley. Bartley putting his body in the way. Shrugging him off. Shrugging off Rooney. God, Barrow keep winning. Oh! Nightingale almost just had a fucking worldie. I was gonna say Barrow winning every single header, then Nightingale catching it on the volley. That's only 1.5 yards to 2 yards wide of the goal there. Great effort by Nightingale. Dude, had that gone in, I straight up would have gone mental. I would have gone mental. God. That was so close. Come on, you got to win this challenge. Keep it alive. Oh, here we go. Okay, Rooney loses the... Oh, somehow. Somehow. 1v1 with the center back and we win it. Oh, boy. Good win for Barrow, to be fair. Oh! Oh, oh! Oh! It's kicking off here. What just happened? Okay, it's calmed down, but what happened? One of us got into a challenge. After the final whistle, I couldn't see it. It was off screen. One of us just got sent off. What just happened? Everyone's shaking hands. Everyone's okay. It was just a quick moment of somebody lost their head. I don't even know who got sent off. Who was it that got sent off? Somebody got sent off. Is it a Sal? Yeah. As usual, I mean, you would think a Sal would be the one. And a Sal's going to miss the next game. What happened? I didn't see it. Could someone catch me up to speed with that? I thought I was not going to show a replay because they're freaking useless. Well, I mean, to be fair, they weren't even pointing in that direction. If someone can catch me up to speed with that, please let me know. I'm not sure what happened there. Ayuba Sal got sent off after the final whistle. I mean, we were talking about how Ayuba Sal has been learning and growing and maturing, but whatever happened there clearly just kind of regressed a little bit. Very disappointing. And disappointed with the result in general. I don't think we played poorly. I just think we were bang average. I mean, that's all I have to say. We were average. You know, we knocked it around a lot amongst our back line. Every now and again, you'd see like Magoma dropping back and trying to, you know, help with possession, but we just really didn't advance forward too often. In the first 15 minutes, 20 minutes of the second half, we looked positive. And like there were spells in that second half where we looked positive going forward. You know, Gunter actually came forward a few times to help on the attacking end and put a couple of good balls in the box. But other than that, I mean, on the 1v1 scenarios, when we were in the final third out wide, like with a Sal, we just weren't dangerous enough. And there were a couple moments where Sal had some space toward the byline, and he kind of just kept it for like a second or two, allowed the defender to come in and regroup, and Sal would take it back to his right foot. In one instance, he actually had to play it back to the center mid. In another instance, he actually put a ball into the box intended for NYC, and the defender got a challenge in which led to a corner. But I was a little disappointed with Sal. He came on around the 60th minute. You know, he was good on the off-the-ball press. Couldn't really dispossess anybody, though, as Barrow overall were pretty good on the ball. They took care of possession. So Sal wasn't able to contribute too much on the pressing front. I just think that he could have made better decisions while he was on the ball, personally. I think Chislett was pretty good. But if we were to sub on, you know, if we were to sub a Sal on, you wouldn't really have very many people to sub off. As Marsh and Magoma, or Marsh is more of a holder, Magoma can be a holder, but he can be a holder. He can be someone that goes forward. He's a proper center mid, really. Although I think Magoma should beef up a little bit physically. But Chislett was good. I think he got stuck in a couple challenges defensively. He surprised me. He got stuck in, and on the attacking end, he did pretty decent, although there was one moment similar to a Sal where he had space down towards the byline, and instead he tried to take it with his right foot. The center mid came in, almost dispossessed him as he quickly took a touch back to his left foot as Chislett saw the pressure coming towards him, and put a decent ball into the back post, which was cleared away by Bruff. But had he taken that first touch heavy into the final third after there was a layoff actually from Jack Curry in that instance, it was a good layoff from Curry, overlapping run from Chislett. I think had he immediately taken that space that he had on that left-hand side down towards the byline, maybe he could have found someone open there, Chislett. But yeah, we had a couple of those moments where we had space toward the byline and we just kind of cut it back, not going forward enough, not being incisive enough, not being dangerous enough. And I think that was an issue that we had several times last season, notably the game away at Wigan. And I think that came to bite us in the ass this time around once again. What else? Oh, speaking of Magoma, actually, I was talking about Magoma a minute ago. Had a decent game. He had one or two moments where he kind of... he had a moment where he overran the ball in the first half, which led to a free kick from about 24 yards out, from which Whitfield took, and he actually hit it straight at the wall, put the cross back into the box, and the header was wide after the back post, the ball in the back post was played. But yeah, he tried to get stuck in, like he overran the ball, assuming that, I think it was Gotts for Barrow, that he tried to anticipate him chesting the ball down, so he kind of ran towards the left, and then he's like, oh shit, and he stuck his right foot out and he couldn't get there. He had that moment, and then Magoma, there was one or two instances where he tried to get stuck in the challenge, but he wasn't strong enough. One moment in particular was on the left-hand side in the second half where he poked the ball, could have gotten stuck in the challenge, but he said he kind of poked it and gave Barrow a second opportunity to come forward. I think they won a free kick there too, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember exactly, but speaking of free kicks, set pieces, we just couldn't take advantage of the set pieces. I think if there were two key points or 3 key points as to why we didn't win today or score at all for that matter, number one, set pieces weren't there. I'll get back into that point. Rather, number one, we weren't incisive enough when we were in the final third. We weren't confident enough. Aside from the occasional moment we played it out wide to Gunter to put a cross into the box, or we played out wide to a Sal, and a Sal would sometimes cut it back. There was one moment where he cut it back and took a shot, it got blocked, but yeah. Number one, not incisive enough. Number two, we just played sideways passing a lot, and that was due to the good shape from Barrow. And number three, set pieces. Barrow just won 95% of the headers throughout the game, and pretty much 100% of the set pieces. Anytime we had a corner, anytime we had free kick, they would win headers and set pieces. We had a couple moments where we won headers off of open play. One moment in the first half where we knocked it around a bit. Good play, knocked it around a bit. Overlap to Nightingale. Nightingale put a crotch into the back post. Jack Curry headed it down towards the top of the 6-yard box, but the defender came in and cleared it away. And then the second half, actually Davison won a couple of knockdowns too. In the second half, there was a header from Pell after Magoma. Actually, Magoma was out wide, I think, or it was either that or Osu. No, it was Osu, was it? No, Magoma. Magoma played a cross, and it was a little bit too far away from Pell. He was wide open, like he was dead open. Had he played it towards Pell's head, Pell could have gone a power header towards the frame, but he had to run and attack it, and unfortunately the header was wide there. Speaking of Davison, good game overall from Davison. I think he won several knockdowns. There was one moment where he got ahead of his man, Canavan, who was trying to defend it and shield it out for a goal kick, and Davison got the better of him positioning wise, drove a cross low and hard down the 6-yard box, and a Sal tried to steer it home, and the defender just was on the back post, somehow got his body in the way and it blocked off of him, deflected off of a Sal and went out for a goal kick. So that was a great opportunity there. And then we had maybe 2 good opportunities that we weren't able to take. There was a great shot from Nightingale just at the end there that just fizzed wide. And Davison in the first half too had a shot that fizzed a few yards wide, and Chislett tried to poke it home and was just too far ahead of him. So, I mean, we had a couple of chances there that we weren't able to capitalize on. But overall, I just think we weren't strong enough on the attacking end. I think Barrow, fair play to them, they got another 1-0 victory. They had a 1-0 victory last time out. and their second consecutive 1-0 victory, this time away from home. Fair play to Barrow. They were solid throughout the game. They rarely showed a chink in the armor, and they truly did play well as a team overall. I was fairly impressed with Whitfield. I think he's a tricky player, both-footed, can cut it to his right, cut it to his left. I was impressed with Gotts. I think Gotts got forward a lot and drew a couple of fouls. And while at times, every once in a while, their center backs were a little dicey, with Canavan losing out in possession to Davison while he tried to shield it out, and maybe a couple times we won headers in open play. I think they did well on the set pieces. I think they defended well overall, and Barrow deserved the win, in my opinion. I don't think we played poorly, like I said. I just think we were average at best. And now we'll go to the player ratings. Zanev didn't really have much to do. I think he was, again, he's improved throughout the season with his feet. I think he didn't really play it around too much. A lot of times when we played it back, they would press and he would clear his lines. 7 for Zanev. Didn't have much to do, but when Barrow had the opportunities, they took advantage. The goal, actually, I forgot to mention, the goal from Barrow actually came from a good spell of play. Nightingale just got caught. He took the bait as Whitfield faked cutting it back after receiving a pass. He just let the ball roll and cross low and hard past Alex Pierce, and it was just an easy tap in. I forgot to mention that. But Nightingale, I'd say, was a 6. I think could have done better on the goal there. Just took the bait a little bit too easily. He was good while he was in possession, knocking around a couple of times. But I'd say a 6 for Nightingale. Won some headers though, was decent in the air. Pierce, I think, was a 7. I think maybe got caught a little bit positioning-wise on that goal. He tried to stand his ground for a second there, but then back post run, or top of the 6 run from Gordon tap in. Won some headers though, never really lost out on any aerial duels. I'll give him a 7. Brown was a 7.5. Put a couple good balls in the box. I think defended pretty well all around. Gunter was an 8. I mean, Gunter, maybe defensively, I think was a 7. On the attacking end was an 8. I'll give him a 7.5. He was forward, contributed to the play. I think he put a couple of really good balls in the box in which we weren't able to capitalize with. Marsh was a 7, got stuck in a challenge or two, and also tracked back defensively on 1 or 2 occasions, preventing a through ball being played off a counterattack. Magoma was a 7. I think he was good on the attacking end, maybe every now and again not able to get stuck into challenges, and made maybe 1 or 2 mistakes that led to Barrow continuing their attack. Chizza was an 8, in my opinion, before he got subbed off. Curry was a 6. I think Curry just wasn't able to break through the back line when he got in possession. Sometimes he'd cut it back to his right foot and play it back to the center mid or back to the center back. And at times when he would try to go forward, he just got dispossessed. Curry didn't really have much of an impact. Davison was a 9, 8.5 to 9. I think he was solid all around. Josh Davison, winning some headers, winning a couple of physical battles, and has really grown game by game. He's gotten better, and I think he's really found his way. He's found his way into the side, and I've been impressed. NYC, 7, 6.5 to 7. I'd say 7. Didn't really have too much of an impact, unfortunately. He didn't really have any opportunities to convert anything. There was a moment in the first half, 5 minutes in, where he overran a cross. He overran a knockdown, I think. I don't know. It's hard to explain. NYC didn't really have much of an impact. He didn't play poorly by any means. He just didn't really have too many opportunities to really shine today. And then substitutes, a Sal, I'd say maybe a 6. Wasn't too confident in the final third, I'd say. Or not confident, I should say, but didn't make the right decisions in the final third, in my opinion. And then he got sent off. We still don't know what happened there, personally. Somebody would have to catch me up to speed. I'll find out eventually what happened. Harry Pell, I'd say, was a 7. Got in and out of position, although when he got pressed, I think he was a little bit, I don't know. When he got pressed, he kind of played in a quick outlet pass over. He got caught in possession maybe once or twice. Didn't get dispossessed, but maybe a little too slow in possession once or twice. Quayne Bartley, good physical player. I'd say 7 was there, winning physical duels, didn't really contribute much else. Paul Osu, he tried to get on the attacking end, but sometimes you play it back, and I think they defended Osu. The outside back, Brough, really nullified Osu very well. I think Brough had a 9 out of 10 performance for Barrow overall defensively. Just couldn't really do much, Osu, I guess. Again, bang average all around. It was what it was. We had a couple opportunities to make it 1-1. I think 1-1, it wouldn't have been a robbery by any means. A 1-1, we could have seen that, but we played average. So, sorry, I made this analysis pretty long, so